Hi everyone, welcome back. It is Monday the 30th at about 1 in the afternoon. The first week of spring break is gone now and I was not productive. I have one more week now officially before school starts up again, although everything's going to be online now, which is very odd because this is a very hands-on major and trying to do this online is going to be wacky. We'll get through it, but I would like to be productive this last week of spring break. I have words to write and words to read and other many miscellaneous things to do, and if I put it on the internet, then it's real. First thing is I have a trilogy I would like to read that I would finally like to get around to. That is the Shadow and Bone series. Got Shadow and Bone, got Siege and Storm, got Ruin and Rising. I think this is the right order, I don't know. I got these like 3 months ago from the library. They've been sitting on my floor and I'm really glad I got them because my library is closed and I generally don't buy books. I have reading material. I also have a novella I would like to write for Camp NaNoWriMo. I have a short story that I would like to edit because I haven't touched it in a year and a half since I wrote the rough draft and I don't know why. This is a free week for me. It's a free week to get caught up on all the stuff that I didn't do over the last 3 months of school. So, like I said, it's on the internet, it's real. So today I am going to get my little planner out. I am going to write out everything I need to do for the week and then I shall get started on either reading or writing. I might film some videos from my channel. Hope everybody is staying safe, washing hands, and not standing close to each other. Hello, it is now Tuesday and a very nice day outside, so I'm about to head out to the garden and pester my mother and play with the dogs. I got most of everything I want to do yesterday done except read. I did not get started on Shadow and Bone, but I shall do that later today, as well as some award stuff, and my copy editor got back to me with my edits for my short story collection, so I'm very excited about that, and that shall go on the old planner. Camp Nano starts tomorrow.
Hi, Rosie. Rosie. Oh, there. What are you doing? Come here. Come here. I know it's getting close to food time. Yes, it is. Hey, are you eating a plant? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Hey, Snuffleupagus. Hi. Hi. That's a nose. Hey, Alice, what are you doing? Alice, I see you. Alice. What's that? What is that? What's she doing? Oh. Hi.
Hi guys, welcome back. It is Friday the 3rd, it's about 1:30 in the afternoon. At midnight last night, I did finish Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. This is a reread for me. I really enjoyed it the first time. There were some flaws that I noticed and that I've heard people complain about, but upon reread of this, I really enjoyed it the second time as much as I did the first time. It's a really fun, kind of fulfilling adventure fantasy to read. My one complaint is the same as last time, which is once you dangle the Darkling in front of us as being a good guy love interest, anyone else is going to be boring. Yes, that includes Mal. I can't say I wish she didn't dangle it in front of us because the Darkling was a great twist. The first time I read this, I was so sure it was going to be some sort of subversive. His power is shadow and evil, and he's called the Darkling, and he dresses all in black. He obviously must be evil, but she was actually going to make him not evil, and I was so disappointed the first time when he actually ended up being a horrible, horrible person. So yes, there are flaws with this book. I've heard people talk about them, and although I can agree with a lot of them, like Alina is sort of a passive protagonist, and Mal is not all that interesting, I just enjoy this book a lot, and I rate books based on my enjoyment of them, even if they have technical flaws. If I love them, I love them, and if I had a great time reading it, I had a great time reading it. I had a great time reading this, even a year later, the second time around, so I am giving this first book 4 out of 5 stars, because it's kind of great. It was also really interesting being back in the Grishaverse after being really immersed in the world that was Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom. It is the second day into Camp Nano, and I'm not really worried that I'm not getting started actually writing the draft on day 1, because once I have outlines, I can write pretty well, pretty fast. So it's all about finding out exactly what I'm doing with the plot, because this is a different kind of story than the ones I normally write, and epic fantasy and like sci-fi come very naturally and easily to me. This is neither of those things. It is fantasy, but it's very low fantasy, I guess, as opposed to high fantasy, Lord of the Rings type things. It has lots of family dynamics and a cute romance subplot, so this is new territory for me, but I'm having fun chipping away at the outline, and I will get started hopefully actually writing sometime this week, so I can actually say I've written something on this spring break vlog. I was not prepared to have feelings about this series. I read all of Siege and Storm yesterday, which was Saturday, and half of Ruin and Rising last night, and I'm like 3/4 of the way through it now, or 2/3, I don't know. 2 things. 1, I ship Nikolai and Alina, although I think that ship has sailed. 3 things. 2, Mal is not great, I don't care about Mal. 3 things. I don't know if this is even remotely true, but I would like to put it on the record right now that I think Alina herself is the Firebird / 3rd amplifier. Maybe. I don't know. I'm having a lot of feelings about this series. Okay, I need to read the rest. Okay, bye! I also have the sneaking suspicion that Mal might be the amplifier, but I don't know. That seems kind of stupid. I know. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, I take it back. There's the Firebird. It is real. Okay.
12 seconds later.
Oh, it is Mal. I called it. Okay. I'm gonna have to go order King of Scars right now. I was halfway through this book last night and it occurred to me, I remember the plot of King of Scars vaguely was about a guy named Nikolai. Oh gee, I wonder what happens to him. I remember now. I'm still not super invested in Mal, but it was a sweet ending. It was a sweet ending. Okay. As you know, I already gave Shadow and Bone 4 out of 5 stars. I'm not entirely sure what to give Siege and Storm because throughout I wasn't super thrilled with it. I was thinking it was like a 3, but the ending was really good, and I had to immediately pick up Ruin and Rising because it was such a good ending. So I don't think it was as good as Ruin and Rising or Shadow and Bone, so I think I'm gonna give it 3.5 out of 5 stars, which is still really good. 4 out of 5 stars is like almost perfect to me, and I think there was a lot of annoying, like, stupid love interest stuff in it, like they don't communicate and then that causes fights type of thing, and that just personally really irritates me. And like I said, I'm not super invested in Mal. I'm going to have to find the fandom on the internet that ships Nikolai with Alina. I'm gonna have to do that. Ruin and Rising. Ruin and Rising is back to 4 out of 5 stars. It was fantastic. I got very invested in this series, and even if I'm not super invested in Mal as a love interest, I think these books are very great. I need to go do something that isn't thinking about these books, like laundry, and then maybe I can write. These books were a lot, but I don't have anything else to say, so okay.